3 years ago today, I was an elementary school art teacher dreaming about becoming a YouTuber. In this video, I want to talk in depth about how it happened. How did I go from being a 24-year-old with a master's degree and a job I hated, to now being 27, traveling the world, doing the job I always dreamed of? Well, it all started with tragedy. On September 4th, 2019, my oldest brother Kyle passed away at the age of 34. He was a technical sergeant in the Air Force. He had a college degree, a good job, and what most would consider a successful future lined up. The catch was, my brother wasn't happy. He was 7 years away from retirement and was afraid of giving up his job security in exchange for one he might enjoy more. But he never got to retire. He never got to enjoy all the time that he sacrificed in that job. He's just gone. He has no time left. And this had a massive impact on me. I had just finished 6 years of college doing classes I didn't like, around people I didn't want to be around, all to get my master's degree and become a school teacher. I would always say, I'm unhappy now, but when I become a teacher, things will get better. Except when I finally reached my goal and became a teacher, I hated it. I found myself thinking about weekends, summers off, retirement. Essentially, accepting my unhappiness in the now in exchange for security and time off in the future. But then it hit me. What if life brings me to the same fate as my brother? What if I never reach the golden years and all I have is another decade to figure out what I truly want to do in my life? So on Sunday, January 27th, 2020, I went out in my hometown and filmed a video called The Elite Spa. I was interviewing people about a local massage parlor that was busted for giving out happy endings. Alright, so I don't know if you guys have heard about the massage parlor in Eldersburg that was supposedly giving happy endings to patrons. How do you feel about this?
If it's a crime, it's a victimless crime.
Victimless crime right there, brother. Hey, amen to you. God bless you on the Lord's Day. Thank you very much. I had so much fun filming that episode that the very next day I went into the principal's office and signed a 6-month resignation form clarifying that I would not be coming back at the end of the school year. So come June 18th, I would no longer be a school teacher. That's when, with around 700 subscribers, no fans, no equipment, and no idea how I was going to make it happen, I fully committed to becoming a YouTuber. I remember telling my friends and family that I was going to quit my job, and it was a pretty much unanimous reaction of, do not do that. But I didn't care if nobody believed in me. I was tired of doing the right thing on paper just to make other people happy with my decisions. So the next weekend, I went out in my hometown again and filmed a video called Acting Like I'm the Man.
Listen, I'm the man, and I want everybody to know. I'm the man, new in town, but I run this place. Check it.
I vividly remember this moment when we had just started filming the video, and my camera guy took me to the side and was like, Brandon, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm not sure if this is funny. I'm not sure if this is going to offend people, but I think we should stop filming this right now. And in that moment, I remember thinking, damn, maybe I should just bail on this idea. Maybe I shouldn't do YouTube at all. I mean, most likely it's not going to work out, so why waste my time? I started thinking about going back into work and telling my boss, listen man, I made a big mistake, I should never have signed those papers, and I'd like my job back. But after a few minutes, I snapped out of it, and I was like, you know what? No, I can't let that shitty little voice in the back of my head get the best of me. And I honestly think if I would have let the negativity and doubt win in that very moment, my YouTube career would have stopped before it ever started. Mind you, I'm still a school teacher at this time, and I'm not releasing any of these videos yet. So that next Friday was Valentine's Day, and my grandpa had just gotten divorced after 38 years, so I figured, why don't we go down to the college park and try to find Pawpaw some love?
Let me tell you, my wife kicked my ass out after 38 years. Tears come out of my eyes big as horse turds.
You're welcome.
Oh, yes!
This was my first time drinking with Pawpaw, and admittedly, the entire episode is a bit excessive. It concluded with me at a Five Guys in my hometown, vomiting all over the table like a maniac.
I hate my job, man.
For the Buckingham show, you gotta subscribe. If nothing else, at the very least I was determined. And these first 3 episodes helped convince my parents that I wasn't just completely full of crap. There could be some potential there. Oddly enough, the next episode was actually filmed by my father of all people. We took 4 days off work to go to New Orleans and experience Mardi Gras firsthand.
I'm out here trying to see buttholes and buttholes only.
My thought at this time was, I know the public has no inherent interest in me whatsoever, so I needed to go to events that the public did have interest in, so people would be more likely to find value in my content. This led me to my next episode, Too High at a Furry Convention. I got so anxious that I didn't ask any of the questions I had planned. I felt like I had totally blew it and ruined the episode, so I wanted to rebound with something big. My bright idea was to get pepper sprayed in the face and see how many pages of Dr. Seuss's One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish I could read. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Ah! Ah! Oh!
Oh, God. I hope I don't go blind.
You've done very well. I mean, I'll have to give you an A+ for stupidity. Count these fingers before I leave.
It was an hour of some of the worst pain in my entire life, but I was certain I had made the sacrifice and this video was going to be a hit. With a handful of videos in the vault and no connections to the YouTube community, I wanted to make friends that made content. But I didn't even know anybody that knew anybody that was a YouTuber. And the whole thing was honestly pretty foreign to me. So I saw a YouTuber named Danny Mullen had a Patreon tier where if you paid $3,000, he'd fly out to your hometown and do a video with you. My name's Brandon Buckingham. I'm currently an elementary school art teacher who's resigning from their job to kick off a sick-ass YouTube comedy show called The Buckingham Show. I'm gonna fly Danny Mullen out to my house. I'm gonna release the Kraken and kickstart my YouTube career the best way I know how. We scheduled him to fly out to Maryland the same day my contract as a teacher expired, June 18th. That day I picked up the last of my belongings in my classroom around 2 p.m. Around 3 p.m. I released my first episode, and at 4 p.m. I was picking up Danny from the airport. It was a thrilling time, and it's safe to say, Pawpaw and I got caught up in the excitement.
Your mama's been sucking my dick.
Hey, Papa's unreal.
Holy shit.
The Elite Spa got about 1,000 views in the first week. And by the time I released my second episode, acting like I'm the man, I had hit 1,000 subscribers and could finally apply to be a YouTube partner. I was so hyped to release my second episode, I thought for sure people were gonna love it. But when I checked back at the analytics after an hour, it had about 70 views, 0 likes, and 5 dislikes. I was thinking, what have I done? I've made a public embarrassment out of myself, and I threw away my entire career in the process. I thought about deleting both the episodes. Barely anyone had seen them, and I'm sure if I took them off the internet now, I could get another job as a school teacher elsewhere. But then I remembered outcome independence. I'm not in control of the views or the likes on my videos. All I can control is my effort. And I decided right then and there that I was gonna post a video every single week for 2 years. And if I hadn't hit 100,000 subscribers by then, I would reevaluate things and most likely give up. That next week, I released my third episode, Divorced on Valentine's Day. And the guy that I paid $3,000 to do a video with me, he put his shit out too. I thought for sure this would give me a big boost in my subscribers. I'm at least gonna have 4,000 or 5,000 subs, but to my dismay, I only gained 500 subscribers the week after he put out his video. I was disappointed, but I had an ace up my sleeve, because the next week, I was gonna release a video of me getting blasted in the eyes with pepper spray while reading Dr. Seuss. Surely that would go viral, right? But instead of virality, I got hit with something even better. Age restriction, and the video got less views than my last 3 did. But then I put out the Mardi Gras episode that I had paid over $2,000 to produce. And once more, the video didn't even hit 2,000 views on my channel. 5 videos in, and I was down well over $5,000 in expenses. I tried not to focus on the numbers, but it was pretty hard to not feel like I was totally failing. Then I released my video from the Release the Kraken filming, and that too was very slow the first week. Around mid-July, I went out to Los Angeles to film content, and by happenstance, I met the YouTuber Steezy Kane on the streets of Venice Beach.
What's up?
I'm Brandon Buckingham, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
And just because he thought I was funny, he invited me to Las Vegas on the day that happened to be my birthday. I saw this as a super lucky opportunity. I spent $1,200 to get the Bellagio penthouse. But on the way to Vegas, Steezy's car broke down in the desert.
All I know is that it's hot. It's 106 degrees here.
It was so hot, I thought I was gonna die. But miraculously, our friends were about an hour away, also headed to Vegas, and they picked us up. Upon arriving to Vegas, I got the penthouse at the top of the top in the center column, and the view was immaculate. Between the fountains and the mountains and the views of all the casinos, a guy like me from Carroll County had never seen such a beautiful sight.
When you look up at the Bellagio, I'm not kidding. You look up at the I'm sorry.
It was one of the most memorable moments of my life. Plus, I got to meet so many YouTubers that night, like Keegle Weagle, Jack Manley, Joseph Costello, Nerdballer TV, and in that moment, I felt like I was really on my way for the first time to becoming a YouTuber. 2 days later, I released Too High to Furry Convention, a video that I thought I had failed in making, but to my surprise, it was my first video to hit 5,000 views in a week, and I was approaching 4.5 thousand subscribers. It was slow, but I was seeing some progress, so I stayed focused and released my landscaping classic, The Lawn Wranglers.
Fresh out of jail, fresh in your yard. Fuck plants.
I'm with the Lawn Wranglers. No, okay. Throw up a sign, throw up some street signs so they know we're legit. Gang. Next came another pop-off featured video, 4th of July in the Outer Banks.
I love being free. And I love it, and there ain't no son of a bitch gonna take it away from me.
Yo, you got house arrest on?
We got 4K on my leg.
Followed by another alcohol-fueled degenerate video called Drinking Boxed Wine in Ocean City. Honey bunny, sweetie pie, my angel, watch me do a little sucky action.
Wow.
These milkers are looking crazy, babe. I was low on money, so I didn't even book a hotel. We had nowhere to stay, so after we finished filming, I was so drunk I was vomiting on the streets of Ocean City at 3 a.m. It was actually my first video to get 7,000 views in under a week and helped me climb all the way up to almost 6,000 subscribers. Next, I put out Acting Like I'm the Man in Hollywood.
You're seriously cruising for a bruising right now.
I am?
You want to get into it?
No.
Then I put out Skinny Dipping in Venice Beach.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No. Go!
The Bellagio Penthouse episode was released next.
Buckingham. Show.
Then came Searching for the Nelk Boys at the Jersey Shore. I heard about it at the very last minute and hopped in my car to drive 4 hours all the way to New Jersey without a camera guy. And miraculously, one of my viewers at the time, Andy the Human, shout out to him, drove multiple hours in his car just to help me film. But it was broken up early, so out of desperation, I criminally trespassed and broke onto the property of the Jersey Shore house. I'm trying my best.
I hope we don't get caught.
Then right after that, I broke into an amusement park and got caught by the cops right as I was sliding down a slide and had to sprint, jump over a fence, and dip out into the distance and hide.
We gotta go down that slide.
Holy fuck, bro. Of course, another cop's rolling up. We gotta roll out. I gotta go down the slide. Hopefully it doesn't go into water. I don't think it does. Oh, it does go into water, bro. Oh, I'm soaking wet. I'm not sliding, bro. Fuck. I gotta dish the bottle. Sorry, man. And after that episode, I traveled to Philly, where I acted like I was a porn director recruiting people for an adult film.
I'm an adult film director. You want to star in one of my movies? Make you a star? I'm John Holmes. You're like James Holmes, right?
Ooh.
I'm into it.
This how y'all act.
I don't play with knives.
No, I don't want. I hope you.
Play with knives. I don't play with knives.
The following episode, H2OI 2020, was my first video to hit 20,000 views in a week.
Yeah, what's the best part about this beautiful car show going on in Ocean City today?
Probably the bitches.
Bitches.
The bitches.
The WAP.
Is this H2O or is this a gay pride event?
H2OI had experienced significant news coverage for the events that took place, and this ended up garnering my video a lot more attention than I had expected. Then came a video that spawned my catchphrase, cold ass riding, where I paraded around Myrtle Beach in a banana hammock. This video is aptly titled, Heterosexual Twinks.
Hetero twinks. I'm bringing it back. Oh, I'm cold ass riding. If you're smart, you'll be like me. You'll quit your job. You'll start your YouTube channel, and then next thing you know, you're $7,000 in debt, test driving a Nissan in Myrtle Beach, acting like you're a twink.
Next, I ventured to Buffalo, New York to film the episode Selling Fake Viagra at Niagara Falls.
Triple stacker, tri-stack premium.
It's called stacker for a reason because you never can stop stacking. 3-in-1, trend, D-ball, Molly, get that thing hard, get that thing Russian. Hey, cock strong or dick heavy, which one?
Dick heavy.
Yeah, dick heavy, baby, dick's heavy. We're sucking them down.
There we go. Thank you for the pill. Appreciate it.
The following episode marked a more serious side of my channel. It was called Life in Downtown Baltimore.
Baltimore is like hell, man. Fucking drug problems, drug habits. We're not sticking together. We out here killing people. That's what we doing. That's all we doing. It ain't Charm City, Death City. This is what this is, Death City.
It showcased I didn't need to hurt myself or make a clown of myself to produce quality content. I could take on more serious topics and gain viewers, something I was really unsure about at first. This video was surprisingly successful, but I followed it up with one of the most cringe-inducing, chaos fever dream of an episode I've ever put out. Winnie the Pooh, Debt Collector.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, chubby little cubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, willy-nilly.
It's that Buckingham show. Hey, shit, sweet.
In my mind, it was going to be the video to push me to 10K subs and finally hit some virality. But it flopped and didn't even get 10K views in a week. A few days after posting it, I was scheduled to take a leap of faith and move my entire life out to Los Angeles in hopes of making it big. I was going to stay with Leo DiTavio, Danny Mullen's co-host. But only days after getting there, I was told that Danny didn't want his crew filming with me whatsoever. Not only that, but I couldn't live in the house with Leo. I had to move out. Danny also allegedly told people that I was a weird, creepy, obsessive copycat, which totally caught me off guard. Feeling like I rejected failure, I didn't want to come home so soon after just getting to LA, so I stayed there for the rest of the month of November. That same week, I put out another Ocean City, Maryland video called The Simple Life Motel. I would just be absolutely honored if one of you young women would want to give me a kiss on my lips before we go.
Right here, hello.
We go? I can run through all of you if you want. Seriously, for the camera?
I'm right here.
Oh my God.
Who's next? Come on. My sweetie, come on.
Shout out to the Buckingham show.
Ooh, come on. Bring it in, bring it in. I was staying at Steezy Kane's house when I released that video, and I remember waking up the next morning, looking at my computer and thinking, damn, I finally hit 10,000 subscribers. I was so relieved to finally hit 10,000 subscribers, and I was sitting in Steezy's living room, looking up at his silver plaque that he got for reaching 100K subscribers, and just dreaming that one day I could get one of those of my own. So despite being blacklisted from working with Danny's crew, I still kept putting out videos, and the next one I dropped was getting drunk with the homeless on Austin's 6th Street.
You know what? Do it. Drink it down and don't drink it too much. Oh, yeah. Hey. Damn right. Let's party, party, party. You got it?
During this episode, I saw a man fall to the ground and start foaming at the mouth, overdosing. And then called him an ambulance. Let's be positive and think that he's all right. Next, I released 5 easy tips to pick up girls, a parody of pickup artists.
Am I ugly? Am I ugly? Why don't you like me?
I'm just a really good actor. I'm a really good actor. That's why I'm acting like a fucking loser. My dad lost his legs a while ago. I'm really beat up about it. Okay.
Wait, is that how you get girls?
That's like really fucked up if that's not true.
What? It is true. Are you insinuating my dad has legs? That's fucking crazy. This girl's off her rocker. Daddy can't walk, okay? Why don't we go back to my place?
Then came the episode Thanksgiving in Los Angeles, where I bought a bunch of whiskey and biscuits to celebrate with the people of Venice Beach.
Hit that biscuit, boy.
You guys are out here helping us out. I'm grateful for that, brother.
You reminded me of that beautiful Thanksgiving.
I'm burning.
That fire of the Lord in your heart, right?
That fire, man. It's like burning. It's burning my dick.
Days after uploading the video, my time in Los Angeles was up. Upon arriving home from Maryland, I had to explain to all my family members why I was back so soon. I felt like such a failure at this time, and my parents both wanted me to quit, understandably so. I really wasn't having very much success. I was almost a year into doing YouTube, 6 months of which were full-time. I had spent around $15,000 producing my content. I only had 11,000 subscribers and was struggling to pull 10K views a video. Plus my bank account was close to empty, and I was making virtually no money from my channel. I remember crying in my room like a dejected loser that first week back. I was 25 now, full of self-doubt, regret, and was pretty certain my dream of becoming a YouTuber wasn't gonna happen. But I decided to ignore the drama and the numbers because they were both completely out of my control. So I kept trying my best, although the next 2 videos I put out totally flopped. The first of which was the Nerdballer TV house tour. Hey, wanna go fetch? I see why you like it, Lorenzo. That's awesome. Thank you. Next up was Don't Do This, a story about Saw Famba, a man I had met in downtown Austin who jumped over 100 feet off of a bridge just to try to go viral on the internet and become a social media star.
Oh my God!
Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out, and he just had to go to the hospital. The next upload I put out hit the algorithm. It was called A Night on Ocean City's Boardwalk. It hit 100,000 views in under a week. My first time ever hitting that milestone.
Look at the cops, Drew.
Come on.
Hey, officers, if we get naked, will you press charges?
Hey, listen, nobody's pressing charges, you heard? Listen, my shit might be small, but my shit is spicy, you heard?
I don't want them to take me to the precinct.
So you scared?
I'm scared. Pull out, dude. Pull out.
What a bitch. What we doing?
Yo, just keep going. Just keep going.
The Buckingham Show.
The excitement was short-lived because I really didn't gain any subscribers from that video. And my next episode, titled A Town Called Intercourse, featured my pawpaw and I venturing out into Amish country to find love in a town aptly named after love. You know, 2020's been a rough year for pawpaw and I.
Well, that's the damn truth.
He got divorced, and for a while there, I could have sworn every girl I met had chlamydia.
Maybe I have it. I don't know. Can you get it from masturbating in the shower?
I saw people's best of 2020 compilations going viral, so I tried to play into the trends and release my own best of 2020 compilation. It did terrible, barely getting 5,000 views in a week. Nobody liked it. I was disheartened, but little did I know that the next video I upload would be by far my biggest video to date. I had heard that Donald Trump was having a final rally in DC that Antifa and Republicans would be clashing at, so I headed into Washington, DC the morning of January 6th to try to get interviews from both sides. But what happened next shocked me.
We're at the Capitol. It just got stormed.
Our country's worth fighting for.
And I left her a note, and it's on her desk right now. It says, Nancy, Big O was here, you biatch.
Fucking cocksucker.
This is spicy. Ooh!
Fuck, man.
Cold ass riding, boy! Out of dumb luck, I found myself front and center on the biggest news story of the year. And I truly believe I got some of the best footage from the day the Capitol was stormed. And lucky for me, the video blew up, gaining me a few thousand subscribers and almost 100,000 views overnight. On Social Blade, this is the first time you can actually see my channel gaining any kind of momentum. People were going back and watching my old content, and I thought, damn, that's a small price to pay for sucking down on mustard gas. Days later, I was contacted by the FBI, who thought I might have had a role in organizing and inciting the entire situation. So I used this opportunity to troll them for one of my videos, and I met with FBI agent John Kranek at the local Panera Bread to see if he'd let me join the FBI.
Freeze! I'm gonna blow your fucking head off!
I'm a private investigator. I'm a little down on my luck, a little tough on cash. I think it's in your best interest to partner with me.
I wouldn't hesitate to apply if I were you.
Alright, there it is. Brandon Buckingham, now with the FBI.
I saw you eyeing us up. We're private detectives.
That's good for you.
What were you doing last Wednesday?
Get the fuck out of here.
After finding out I knew nothing about the event and had no information of actual value, I left the meeting and went into town to do some investigating.
What's your deal?
Can't be recording because I already have a customer complaint saying you're harassing people. I need to ask you to leave.
I'm asking the questions here.
This video performed well, so I followed it up by going to Joe Biden's inauguration.
I think Joe Biden is pretty cool, I guess.
First woman vice president. Live your life.
This video is a bit of a letdown, but my next video turned out to be one of the most exciting to date, from New Year's Eve 2020. The episode I Met a Psychopath in Times Square details my interactions with a deranged Marine and the chaos that ensued after we agreed to go back to his house for a sleepover.
Hey! Do you want to have sex with the police? I love shooting kids. I love watching the life leave their child eyes. Hey! You want to watch me eat cat shit?
This video would help propel me to 20,000 subscribers, but my newfound momentum would soon wear off with my next uploads, Omegle Bathtub Talk Show.
You're in a bath. You're in a bath half full.
I'm in the bathhouse and now you're in the bathhouse with me, mate.
What?
What?
Ghost hunting in Gettysburg.
Two guys in the shower talk about paranormal, right?
And one that I find personally underrated, I Got Pawpaw a Lap Dance.
Forced off. You know I gets mine. Where there's lumber, there's women.
Where there's doors, there's whores.
Walk this way, you and me, babe. Hey, hey!
It was around this time I was invited back out to LA once more. Upon returning to LA, I filmed a video called Searching for a Happy Ending, where I surveyed the landscape to try to find a citizen who could point me in the direction of a happy ending massage.
Left or right, I'm trying to get it tight. When it cranked down, life's an orgasm, learn about it. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to be sly and discreet with you. I want to ejaculate.
But soon after that episode, my stay in Los Angeles went south. I had been invited to a comedy club by the YouTuber Johnny Mitchell. And then when he found out that Danny Mullen was coming and didn't want me there, he publicly kicked me out. I think it was the next day, Danny put his foot down again, and once more I was kicked out of Leo's house and felt like a rejected loser. I actually almost missed my upload this week, I was so upset. But thankfully, Blake Rozier and Kegel Weagle helped me film a video on Hollywood Boulevard. It was called Interviewing People Without Saying Anything, and I was in such a bad mood I couldn't be funny or couldn't think of anything witty, so I just decided I'm gonna see how long I can keep an interview going without saying a single word.
Huh? What's up? What's the holdup?
Close to out of money and my momentum nearly completely gone, Kegel Weagle invited me to come to Austin and stay with him. The next video I put out was called Life in Skid Row, and I actually had to get 2 different camera guys to help film it because the first one got scared within an hour and wanted to leave.
If you walk out this door, you can be killed before you get to that park.
I seen people burn.
That video performed well, but my next 3 videos would flop, starting with searching for the Nelk Boys in Texas.
Hey, chill on the bottles, dog. You see that?
Followed by the video that I feel received the most unjust age restriction on my channel, the day the mask mandate ended, that spawned hilarious clips like this.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Famous last words right there. Yo!
Up next is one of my personal favorites, Napoleon Dynamite in the streets.
You know karate?
No, to you?
Cut your whole head off. Yeah, I've been working on my running skills. I'm up to like 40 miles per hour now.
I was happy to be in Austin, Texas with YouTubers who finally accepted me. That following week, I got word that my good buddy Danny wasn't just blacklisting me from his crew, he was now bad-mouthing me to Austin creators. This resulted in the start of the Mayo saga. Dressed up making a mockery of disabled war veterans, I caught Danny Mullen slipping on 6th Street and squirted him in the face with mayonnaise.
I'm gonna Mayo this man. What's up, bitch? What's good? What's up? Don't touch me, Nico. Don't touch me. I'll fuck you up, Nico. What's good? Nico?
Only to be tackled by the police and arrested in front of everybody.
Nico, touch me again. What are you filming, bitch?
Stop it.
All right. I'm done.
Hands down.
All right, I'm good.
This fiasco initially lost me hundreds of subs, but in the end ended up gaining me thousands. It was my 3rd video to hit 100,000 subscribers and was massively vindicating in a situation where I was a huge underdog. The next week I released a video titled Danny Mullen Backtracks, Leo DiTavio Breaks Down, that spawned some hilarious moments like this.
Watch Mad Men, dude. It might fucking make you a little bit more of a man. Listen, buddy, don't pretend that you wouldn't fucking give up a limb to work with me, dude. Pinky blindness.
After this video, Leo responded by hitting me with 4 false copyright claims. And in this moment, my channel was actually pending deletion. Lucky for me, YouTube reversed the claims, and I followed that video up with a victory lap titled The True Power of Mayonnaise. Then Leo sent me a defamation lawsuit in an attempt to get me to delete the video. So I created the Lawn Wranglers Part 2 as a joke video to raise money to help me fight the lawsuit.
So I'm raising money with my old landscaping crew, the Lawn Wranglers. If you need your house leveled, tree removal, or mulch dumping, just hold tight, because I'll be rolling up on your property any day now.
It was around this time my Patreon started to grow because of the false copyright claims, and I had just hit 30,000 subscribers. But my momentum halted immediately with the release of an episode called Picking Up Grandmas on Jet Skis.
Grandma!
Aww. The video got less views than I was getting before I even had 20,000 subscribers. And that same week, one of my closest family members, Uncle Mel, had passed away. I thought about skipping my first week of uploading up to that point. But I ended up pushing through and releasing the video, MTV Homeless Cribs, Austin, Texas.
Having a TV, I've got Roku, so I have an air conditioner too. Dude, nobody wants to be homeless. You know, there are some people out here that have mental issues that need help.
The video was well received, and I followed it up with something called I Started My Own Mayonnaise Brand.
Oh no! Do you know how this looks?
That's incredible.
My incoming subscribers halted, and the excitement of the Mayo saga was gone. But something big happened that week. A viewer by the name of Drew reached out to me and said he wanted to recoup my losses for the Release the Kraken series. He wanted to pay me $3,000 to fly out to Portland, Oregon and do a video with him. And almost immediately after arriving in Portland, we saw a crazy car wreck on camera.
Smells like fire.
And interviewed some very interesting characters about life in the city.
I said, hey, I said, chunk of hunk. I go, dunk, milk and cook. I was riding horses before they had carrots.
This was a major help to me at a time where I was severely financially struggling. I had been door dashing for about 6 months while simultaneously producing content, and after that $3,000 donation that Drew gave me, I was able to stop door dashing and double down on my YouTube career. But the month of June 2021, every video I posted was 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, and between 4 uploads I spent a ton of money to produce, I only gained 800 subscribers. The first of which was gambling in Las Vegas.
We all lost everything. I lost my whole savings. I lost.
Next up was Hard to Kill, a spinal cord injury documentary about my best friend Jay Machado, who was told after breaking his back he would never walk again, but then miraculously regained his ability to walk.
You know, whenever you hear about stories like that, people like being told that they're never gonna walk again, and you're just like, no, that could never happen to me.
Followed up by the return of the heterosexual twinks in an episode called Gay Pride in Washington, D.C.
Are you gay?
Well, that's a very good question.
And finally, gang violence in Jacksonville, where without knowing anyone, I pulled up to some of the most dangerous gang areas in Jacksonville, Florida, and interviewed people about gang violence in the area.
If I see you walk around Moncrief at night, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm gonna get you.
That don't sound too good.
I know it don't.
After a few days, the Jacksonville video picked up steam, mostly in part to this clip of these children talking about stopping the violence going viral on social media.
Y'all need to stop all this violence talking about each other's dead relatives.
I thought this Instagram virality was my big moment, but that ship soon came crashing down when I put out an episode called Pokemon Trainer Pickup Artist.
Shooting guns is a lot like catching Pokemon. You don't want to kill them right away. You just want to weaken them so you can capture them, take them home. I'm about to be. I just don't give a fuck no more.
But with 30,000 subscribers, the video barely hit 10,000 views in a week. And my next video, interviewing Shotgun Willie, wouldn't even hit 10,000 views in a week. Then I put out selling no soliciting signs.
Hey, I'm with HOA. There's been a lot of young kids loitering around here and a lot of salesmen going door to door selling you stuff, right? I see you got a package right there, which means you probably bought something. You probably bought it online. You don't want people coming to your doorstep selling you stuff. So, I'm here to sell you this no soliciting sign.
I'm good.
And my next episode, Get Milked, was one of the biggest disappointments to date.
Okay!
I thought the video had viral potential. I was asking people to either drink milk from a gallon I was holding or sign their rights as a human away so I could own them. I was growing frustrated. It had been a year and a half of doing YouTube and I felt like I wasn't making very much progress. Without missing a single week, I dropped an episode every Thursday for over a year at that point. I was still over $10,000 in the hole for my channel and barely had 40,000 subscribers. I didn't feel like making a funny video that week, so instead I told the story about why I quit teaching. The next episode I released detailed Chris Chan's internet career, right around the time that he got arrested for incestual relations with his mother, so it was a hot topic. This was followed up with a video I didn't think would do good at all. It was me going to a no-gi jiu-jitsu competition and competing.
And then he shoots a nice little inside single, and what am I doing? Going for my spladle, threading that leg through. Wop wop, we got the spladle locked in.
It hit 100,000 views not long after uploading it. And my next video, Wrestling in Walmart, was my first collaboration with a YouTuber named Tommy G.
Want a restaurant, sir?
Oh, my got you though.
You got a knife.
This was right around the time I hit 50,000 subscribers. And for Tommy's channel, we did a video called Offering People $200 to Try to Knock Us Out.
Good. Get in on that double, run my legs. But what is he doing? He's still going. He bellies out. And guess what your boy's going to? Going right to that spladle.
Oh, he's gonna spladle him.
Well done.
Okay, tap, tap, tap.
My next video, Sus Rapping in the Most Dangerous Hood of Milwaukee, was a big success immediately.
Sanitize them, finger cleaner, hopscotch, four square, I don't care, I love wiener.
Oh, you gay then, you like wiener.
I finally had a string of successful videos and my channel was hotter than it had ever been. The next episode I dropped was called A Night on Atlantic City's Boardwalk.
What's the 411 on the operator on information? Crip. Yeah. Everybody know Crip. Big C, rolling, Crip.
Then my next video was called Smoking Weed in Front of the Cops.
You wanna hit this?
Next came my biggest break up to that point, The Gathering of the Juggalos 2021.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, one more.
It brought a whole new wave of attention to my channel, gained me over 7,000 subscribers in just a matter of days, and helped me hit over 1 million views channel-wide for the first time in a single month. Having just surpassed 60,000 subscribers, I released Part 2, Gathering of the Juggalos at 5 a.m.
What do you think the biggest misconception about Juggalos is?
That all of them are drug addicts, because that's not the case.
Bring fucking drugs, bro. Bring drugs!
This video was blowing up at first, but then out of nowhere got age restricted and completely flatlined. Still confident in my recent success, I dropped H2OI 2021.
This shit don't belong here. This shit don't belong here. Look at these people. These people are fucking animals. Look at them.
Next came Drinking with Strangers in Miami.
Talk to your fans.
I'm not a regular person.
Your next level?
I'm like a little above a regular person.
I'm like a mosquito that doesn't bite, but I will get your ass, you know what I mean?
This also gained little to no traction, and the momentum that I previously had was beginning to flatline completely. So next I put out Part 2 of a classic, Drinking Boxed Wine in Ocean City 2.
Sucking on it! Right to your boy.
But the video got age restricted and didn't gain me any new subscribers. The next episode featured the last video Papa would be in to date, what really happens at the Renaissance Festival.
You're making me feel bloodthirsty. I wanna slay your ass.
That's kind of gay.
And my next video was a really bizarre one. Women were getting punched in the face, people were getting kicked in the head, eyes were getting gouged.
Oh no, the eyes, stop.
People were getting struck in the head with skateboards. And 72 weeks in a row without missing a single upload was beginning to exhaust me. I went out to film a video called Smoking Cigarettes Indoors, but I was in such a negative, terrible mindset that it devolved in me just going around telling everyone how miserable and depressed I was.
Do you have a gun in your car? I want to feel the cold barrel against my dome. I want to make my mom and dad proud. They're tired of me living at home, doing this bullshit, man. Maybe we can make a channel. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun every week, every day.
I was traveling all around the country non-stop. And my next destination was New York City, where I went to Wall Street to film a video called Harassing Rich People on Wall Street.
Bro, that dude still has his dick out down there. Why have you not had pants on?
Oh, because I want my dick out.
You want your dick out? Oh yeah, gang shit, right?
This video helped me just climb over the 70,000 subscriber mark. And the next video I uploaded was called Acting Like I'm the Man in New York.
You're new in town.
Yes.
You run this place?
No.
Didn't think so. Take this sunflower, I want you to just move it along, yeah? Embarrassing.
For my next video, I went to Austin, Texas and rented a $2,300 suit of armor.
You know, the pen is mightier than the sword.
What's your name?
King Alexander.
What's your given name?
My given name?
Yeah, on your ID card.
I'm cosplaying. Can I LARP? Let me cosplay.
But the video was a huge flop and further killed any momentum I had. And my next video, getting kicked out of the zoo, did even worse. It was my lowest viewed video in months and had me rethinking my entire YouTube career. I just had all this momentum, now it's going away, and I don't know what to do. How can I stay consistent and keep momentum up without it just dissipating and me devolving into irrelevancy? It was around this time that I actually started putting out applications for a job in information technology. I didn't want to give up, but I was pretty sure I was going to quit doing YouTube and started to really think about my backup plan. With a few more videos in the vault, I released the episode, The Downside of Being a YouTuber. After a week, this video barely hit 30,000 views. My channel was completely flatlined and I had put all my time, energy, effort, and money into this, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. My bank account was running thin, my parents were ready for me to quit, I was putting out more job applications in hopes I would get hired, and I was tired of uploading every week. I was at my breaking point. Then I had uploaded a video that I had filmed 3 months prior called Zilla Kami Takes Me to the Most Haunted Hospital in Long Island. At the time, I didn't think much of it. I'd sat on the video for months and didn't have big expectations whatsoever. And for the first few days, the video struggled to hit 30,000 views. It was 9 out of 10 in my analytics and was on its way to completely flopping. One day, I woke up and the video had exploded. I had over 100,000 views on it, I had gained like 10,000 subscribers, and I was completely in the algorithm. So that Thursday, I put out my 80th episode, Exposing Airsoft Cheaters. And just like that, in a matter of days, I went from like 75,000 subscribers to closing in on 100K out of nowhere. And by the time my 81st video was ready, a sit-down interview with Zulakami, I had hit my goal. I had officially reached 100,000 subscribers.
Here she comes.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Just like that.
In 2 years and 81 weeks of uploading without missing a single week, I finally became a YouTuber. This plaque was my dream, and the words can't really stress how much this meant to me. I didn't think I could do it. In the back of my mind, I really believed, but I was full of doubt. I know so many different YouTubers that said they knew they were going to make it all along, but not me, man. I really did not know if I could do it, and a lot of the time throughout the journey, I thought I was going to quit. But here I am, 100,000 subscribers. I got my silver plaque. Looking back now, it's wild to think about how if I would have given up on any of those low moments, let the drama get to me, let the negativity, the doubt, or any of the bullshit affect my mind and make me quit, I would have never reached my goal and hit 100,000 subscribers. I get messages all the time of people that want to become YouTubers. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I believe anyone can do it. Just like anything else in life, you have to work hard, stay consistent, and most importantly, believe in yourself, even when things aren't going your way. You don't need fancy equipment. I hit 100,000 subscribers with a GoPro and a $100 handheld mic. You don't need a full-time cameraman. I did it by having friends, family, and even strangers film. You don't need fancy editors. I've done over 90% of the editing for my entire channel by myself, full-length videos, clips, and all. All you need is the desire to do it. And with time, consistency, faith, and creativity, you can get it done if you just don't give up. If you're watching this and you have dreams of becoming a YouTuber, or pursuing anything for that matter, start working on it now. Don't put off today what you could just as easily put off tomorrow. Start preparing for when opportunity comes knocking. The only thing you'll regret is having never tried at all. Over 3 years into my YouTube journey, I still think about my brother Kyle every day. I wish I could talk to him, but I'm thankful for the time we had together and all the lessons he taught me. I know he's proud of me, and if he's looking down from heaven, I hope I'm keeping him entertained. Genuinely, thank you guys for spending time out of your day to watch my content, and thank you all for helping me reach 350,000 subscribers. And to end the episode, I'd like to return to a place I used to go to at my very lowest, Runyon Canyon Park in Los Angeles. Back before I had 10,000 subscribers, I used to come to Runyon Canyon Park here in Los Angeles and dream of the day I would hit 100K. It seemed like an impossible thing that I so badly wanted to do, but didn't know if I ever would. And now my channel just hit 300,000 subscribers, and it is very surreal, the whole experience. And I want to take this moment to just soak it in and say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the fun memories we've had and the ups and the downs. It's all been part of the journey, and hopefully we make many more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, are having a great day. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you guys out there. I love you. Keep cold ass riding and enjoy the episode.